There's a hum, a low, persistent vibration you feel the moment you step off the plane. And honestly, it's not just the heat or the thrum of a million lives unfolding all at once. It's Mexico, a country that's been sold to you in postcards and spring break montages. But you know, the real thing, the genuine article, is something else entirely. It's beautiful, it's chaotic, and profoundly human. Forget what you think you know. Forget the headlines, forget the neatly curated resort brochures. The real Mexico is a story whispered in the steam of a street-side taco stand, shouted in the roar of a Guadalajara football match, and etched into the ancient stones of Palenque. It's a place of dizzying contrasts. It dares you to dive in headfirst and see what you find. Beaches! Everybody wants to talk about the beaches. And sure, Mexico delivers. You've got the Caribbean side, Tulum, Cancun. The water is a shade of turquoise, so vivid it feels like a special effect. The sand is white, fine as powdered sugar. Then there's the Pacific. It's a different animal altogether. Wilder, more rugged, with a raw power that the Caribbean can't match. In places like Puerto Escondido and Sayulita, the vibe is less about sipping cocktails and more about paddling out to meet a wave. The sunsets here are violent and beautiful. Head down to the Yucatan Peninsula and you'll find the cenotes, those sacred Mayan wells that are portals to another world. The water impossibly clear, revealing the secrets of the earth below. Where you can swim with whale sharks, the salt gets in your blood. The real thumping heart of Mexico is in its cities. And there is no city like Mexico City, the Distrito Federal. It's a glorious monster. A beautiful, sprawling, chaotic beast. 20 million people, living, loving, fighting, and eating. You can feel the weight of history here, from the Aztec Templo Mayor sitting right next to the grand colonial cathedral in the Zocalo, to the faded glamour of neighborhoods like Roma and Condesa. It's a city of world-class museums, vibrant street art, and a food scene that will ruin all other food for you forever. Then you go south to Oaxaca. The pace changes. Oaxaca City is a jewel box of colonial architecture, its streets painted in shades of ochre. You visit a market in a village like Tlacolula, and it's a sensory explosion. And you can't forget Guadalajara, the cradle of mariachi and tequila. These cities are not just collections of buildings, they are living repositories of culture. When the sun sets in Mexico, a different country wakes up. The heat of the day breaks, and a new energy floods the streets. The nightlife here is a living, breathing part of the culture. It begins with the food. The sizzle of meat on a griddle, the rhythmic chop of a taquero's knife. These are the opening notes of the nightly symphony. Plazas that were quiet in the afternoon heat become communal living rooms. Families come out to stroll, children chase pigeons, and elderly couples dance to a live band in the central kiosk. There's a sense of community, a shared experience that feels increasingly rare in the modern world. You don't need a reservation or a VIP pass. You just need to show up. Of course, if you're looking for a party, Mexico will oblige. From the high-energy clubs of Cancun to the gritty anything-goes mezcalerias of Mexico City's Roma Norte, it's stumbling into a local cantina in Guadalajara, where a mariachi band is playing with so much heart, it makes the hair on your arms stand up. To really know Mexico, you have to stay up late. Everyone goes to Chichen Itza, everyone goes to Cancun, but the real soul of Mexico is often found just off the beaten path. It's about taking that left turn down a dirt road when the guidebook tells you to go right. It's about getting a little lost. Sierra Gorda, Querétaro, mountains and hidden missions. Copper Canyon, Chihuahua, gorges deeper and vaster than the Grand Canyon. Bacalar, home to the Lake of Seven Colors. It's quieter than the coastal hotspots. San Cristobal de las Casas, a highland city surrounded by indigenous villages. Ancient traditions and modern bohemian culture coexist there. These are places that reward the curious traveler, the one willing to trade convenience for authenticity. The path to these lesser-known treasures requires a bit more effort. A long bus ride, a bit of broken Spanish, and a willingness to embrace uncertainty, but the payoff is immense. Finding yourself the only visitor at a forgotten Mayan ruin. Being invited into a family's home in a remote village to share a meal. The real adventure begins when you step out of the frame and into the vast, surprising, and endlessly rewarding landscape that is the real Mexico. So what's the takeaway here? Why Mexico? Why now? Because it's a country that's more than the sum of its parts. It's more than just beaches, ruins, tequila. It's a place that engages all of your senses and leaves an indelible mark on your soul. You come here expecting a vacation, and you leave with a story. The flavors, the colors, the sounds, the sheer unapologetic vibrancy of it all. It feels intensely, profoundly alive. It's the beautiful contradiction that makes it compelling. Profound relaxation, high-octane adventure. Mexico is a lesson in humility, a reminder there's a whole world on a different rhythm. The generosity of people who have little but are willing to share everything. Ultimately, you should go to Mexico because it's real, raw, unfiltered. Don't just visit Mexico, go and let it happen to you. You won't regret it.